I'd like to understand what could have been the reason, So there's a small incident which happens, Piyush and Santosh, where a little-known private university on the outskirts of Delhi uses a Chinese robotic dog. It's a non-event. It's a non-event. But lo and behold, Sanju, I don't know if you saw, immediately Congress hashtag says, Modi government has made India a laughing stock. The Chinese media has mocked us. This is rather embarrassing. Yeah, you saw that? The quick response they had. Sanju.
What do you expect from them, Arnab? Manishankar Iyer, I'm not a fan of him, but he calls Pawan Khera a tattu. I think Jairam Ramesh is a fattu. Rahul Gandhi is a pappu. Do you expect this bunch of tattu, fattu and pappus to appreciate India's, AI revolution? And, for anyone who's saying that India's AI Impact Summit is about the Galgottias University, I think it is about one company today. And I'm so proud, Arnab. Forget my affiliation to any political ideology. As an Indian with her head and heart in the right place, let us applaud Vivek Raghavan and Pratyush Kumar's Sarvam AI. I mean, imagine homegrown. Today we have our own LLM. It has been entirely curated in India. It has been entirely trained from scratch in India. It excels in 22 languages, including Hindi and Tamil. And apparently, it has an OCR, optical character recognition, accuracy of 84.3%, more than what ChatGPT and Gemini had when they were launched. Tomorrow, Sarvam AI is going to launch its chatbot app called Vikram. So I'm extremely proud of another company called NEYSA, another AI homegrown startup. It has secured $1.2 billion worth of commitment from Blackstone. You look at, Pedro Sanchez, Lulia da Silva, Emmanuel Macron, Sundar Pichai, Sunil Bharti Mittal, Sriram Krishnan, who's the White House policy advisor on AI, the US-India Business Council, USIBC. Everybody is applauding India. Everybody is applauding India. But jo kehte hai na, a man convinced against his will is of the same opinion still. Rahul Gandhi will not be convinced about India's meteoric rise because he chooses not to. And I will just end by saying one thing before Mr. Piyush, comes in. Do you remember a few years back, P. Chidambaram mocked India's digital revolution saying, "Humse kuch na ho paega." Today, under UPI, we do transactions worth 25 lakh crore, not every single year, every single month. 25 lakh crore is more than 6.2% of India's GDP, which changes hands every single month. Thanks to Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
I need to come in now.
Revolution.
No.
Sanju.
No, 1 minute. No, 1 minute. See, Piyush. We are not even saying we're number one in the world. But one important thing is there. The amount of encouragement from the government, the levels of innovation, and the ability to do what people are calling frugal AI or Indian-built AI is phenomenal. It is being appreciated around the entire world. And importantly, what we need to understand, Piyush and Santosh, I'll tell you, is that this is a global event. You should know that as a loyal Indian citizen, it is your responsibility not to put a microscope on a small mistake done by an unknown university. You see, you did this also for space. And look at what we achieved. Look at the picture of where our space program was and look at the AI event today. Right?
Okay.
And 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Yeah. Just 1 minute to make the point earlier. See,
all right.
I need to make this point to the viewers also. There is an ecosystem which has decided, in my view, before the event, that we have to find something wrong with the event. Otherwise, why do the articles almost look parallel to each other? What BBC is writing, what The Wire is writing. And suppose there's a logistical issue. Suppose there are a lot of visitors. Is that a big deal? Is that what we should be talking about when, for the first time in the global south, we are making a global AI breakthrough?
Exactly.
Right.
Is this the time
Arnab.
for this? Can you remove that, please? Thank you. Yeah. Thank you.
Now, can I come in now?
Yes.
I got your point, and forget about the Galgodia's mishap. I'm least bothered about that. When I go to the AI summit, I expect to see the tech giants pictures like Sundar Pichai, Satya Nadella, and Professor Kamakoti for that matter, or even Pratyush, But what I see is the Prime Minister's photograph. If I go to World Book Fair,
I'm sorry, but I'll tell you one
Just
thing.
hold on.
Just 1 minute, because you mentioned Pratyush in particular. 1 minute. You did not see it because it's your choice. Republic Media Network showed a 1-hour presentation by Sarvam. 1-hour presentation by Sarvam. He had the stage. And Sridhar Vembu you missed. By the way, you people don't like Sridhar Vembu because he's a nationalist. Sridhar Vembu spoke, Pratyush spoke, and I want to ask you one thing. This entire ecosystem, this ecosystem of people like Sridhar Vembu, Professor Kamakoti, Pratyush, ask them how much support the government has given them. They will answer.
Exactly.
Did people like Sridhar Vembu, Professor Kamakoti get the recognition that they deserve when you were in power?
Can I complete?
Don't try to own what they are doing.
Nobody is trying to own. How can we own their hard work? It is their hard work.
It is for
the hard work of their sweat and tears and
yeah,
blood,
but their hard work and sweat in a country where technology is booming, where technological application has become a way of life.
Arnab, can I come in quickly?
Just 3 points, and then I'll be done, and then you can debate it all you want, and you can
Where is
just say
PK
that,
Basu and everyone? Get Professor back.
All I'm trying to say that what happens whenever we are talking about information technology and technology as such, India has been historically a service provider country. Have we assessed this kind of data that of how artificial intelligence is going to affect this industry, or are we just engaged in a blind rat race? My point when I started, when I said that rather than tech giants, I did not interrupt you during your monologue, man. Please do not do this. Sanju, don't do this. Sanju, I did not interrupt you. You spoke for uninterrupted 3 minutes.
AI
You
will
spoke
be
for
based on
uninterrupted 3 minutes. Hear me out.
on self-reliance.
Okay, Sanju, let him complete, and then we will bring everyone in. Yeah.
This week is India's AI moment. We are hosting a massive summit in New Delhi. You've got 20 heads of state flying in, more than 60 ministers in attendance, and 500 plus AI bigwigs. All of them are coming here for one reason: to see India's AI capabilities, to see our AI startups and their brilliance. Today was day 3 of the summit. The previous days focused on startups and AI services. Now the focus has shifted to politics. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi was at the summit venue today. He welcomed world leaders to the gathering.
His Excellency Mr. Antonio Guterres, His Excellency Mr. Pedro Sanchez, President of the Government of Spain,
Missing today was French President Macron. He will visit the summit venue tomorrow. Today he was at AIIMS, Delhi. That's the All India Institute of Medical Sciences in the capital. Macron inaugurated a joint India-France centre there. It will integrate AI into medicine. After the inauguration, Macron also posted an AI picture of himself and Prime Minister Modi. It shows both leaders making a heart with their hands. It's an AI-generated photo. Earlier in the day, the Prime Minister sat down with Google CEO Sundar Pichai. He announced a new India-America Connect program. It aims to build new undersea cables from India. They will connect Singapore, Australia and South Africa. It's part of Google's $15 billion investment in India. Meanwhile, in the summit halls, the rush continues, so much so that the event has been extended. It was supposed to end on the 20th of February. It will now end on the 21st. With all these meetings and announcements, you would expect some positive press. Well, think again. If you open any news website today, these are the headlines. Controversy rocks AI summit, university thrown out for fake claims. If you're on the internet, you already know what happened. It all started yesterday. An Indian university was showing off a robotic dog, the Galgotias University near Delhi. They called the robot Orion. It was doing all sorts of stunts at the pavilion, sitting on two legs, dancing around and doing somersaults, so naturally it got a lot of attention. Even the Indian government and the IT minister posted pictures of it. The university claimed that they had made this robot, that it was developed at their so-called Center of Excellence. But guess what? This robot was actually made by a Chinese firm, a firm called Unitree. Such robots are already available in the market. You can buy one for $1,600. So Galgotias University basically imported this robot from China and they tried to pass it off as their own. They were caught. Despite being caught, they refused to apologize at first. Talk about digging a bigger hole. The professor calls it a communication error. The registrar says they got two words mixed up, developed and development. Of course, no one bought that. We went through the video clip multiple times. The professor very clearly claims that the students developed it, that too on 2 occasions. And guess what? This was not a one-off. The same university also showed off a drone. They claimed it was end-to-end engineered at Galgotias University. Again, this was a false claim. The drone looks identical to a South Korean drone. Just like the robot, you can buy it on the market. Now, as the controversy grew, the government stepped in. They cut off power supply to the Galgotias pavilion. They asked the university to vacate the area. Take a look at this. After all this drama, the university finally apologized. Listen to their statement. We wish to apologize profusely for the confusion created at the AI summit. One of our representatives manning the pavilion was ill-informed. She was not aware of the technical origins of the product and in her enthusiasm of being on camera, gave factually wrong information. So the college is blaming the professor. They say it was not an institutional attempt to make fake claims. Well, if that was the case, why not apologize earlier? Why defend the move and that too multiple times? Also, we must ask, what was the IT ministry doing? How did they let something like this happen? We know that this was an exhibition, not a sale, so nobody is going around verifying or certifying products. Having said that, the ministry cannot evade responsibility. For starters, why did they post about this robot? Yes, the post has been deleted now, but the fact is they amplified it. And secondly, are there no background checks? Surely the institutions and businesses must be vetted. You can't just take money and allot space. So when the dust settles, the IT ministry will have some questions to answer. Let's hope the education ministry also takes note, because these are the universities that are teaching our next generation. But do you know the saddest part? All this drama is drowning out the good work. Let me introduce an Indian startup called Xterra Robotics. They too have a booth at the AI Summit. And guess what? They actually have developed a robotic dog. It's called Swan M2. It's India's first commercial 4-legged robot, and this one is legit. This company was founded in IIT Kanpur in 2023. They did not import or copy this robot. Here's another example, a startup called Big O Health at the summit. It was founded by a man who lost his mother to cancer last year. He is now using AI to improve cancer treatment. His tool analyzes the patient's condition. It looks at past cases and global studies, and finally, it suggests the perfect course of treatment. These examples sum up India's AI ecosystem. We may not be building flashy billion-dollar chatbots, but we are making a difference. Whether it's in medicine or education or even infrastructure, we are using AI to improve lives and livelihoods, and the world is watching closely. It is always on the lookout for mistakes or failures. And Galgotias University gave them exactly that, a reason to question India's capabilities. This goes beyond miscommunication or mistake. This looks a lot like malice. And we say accountability must be fixed.